What's going on, everybody? It's Azazel, and I am back with another movie review. This time I am going to be reviewing what you just heard there, that unnerving, unsettling, disgusting sound, The Babadook. This movie is currently on Netflix. If you do actually want to watch it, I do highly recommend it. Go ahead and get that out of the way. I'm a big fan of horror movies, and this, in my opinion, is probably one of the best horror movies to come out in recent years. It gets a lot of mixed reviews. Now, for me, the reason that I find it such a good movie is because it's kind of old school horror. It's a slow building horror movie. There's a lot of suspense. There's a lot of psychological drama. It's kind of a thriller in a way. There's not a whole lot of monster. There's not a whole lot of blood, guts, and gore, but it is very good. All right, now I will say this as well, not to give anything away. There might be a spoiler or two, so if you're very interested, maybe steer clear. The ending does leave a little to be desired. So let me go ahead and start at the beginning. The Babadook is a movie about a woman whose husband died several years ago while he was driving her to the hospital to give birth to their son. And the movie takes place, the son is now 6 years old, and he is a fucking fuck. This kid is a nightmare. He's constantly getting in trouble at school. He builds weapons in their garage, catapults and crossbows and stuff. I mean, pretty resourceful little kid, but pretty crazy. Now, the underlying elements of the movie are about dealing with grief and mourning the loss of a loved one. So basically what happens is this kid who has an obsession with monsters and he has nightmares, lo and behold, his mom's reading him a story one night. She tells him to go pick a book out from the shelf. He goes and grabs a book, and there's this bright red book called Mr. Babadook. She asks where it came from. It just magically kind of appeared. That's never explained. And the Babadook, when she starts flipping through and reading the book, it ends up being very scary. It scares the hell out of the child, and he is just batshit crazy at this point. So she's trying to read him other stories to calm him the fuck down. Now, in the book, it says, "Once you let me in, you can't get rid of me," speaking of the Babadook. And this is, oh, good migrating hosts there. This movie, as it begins to build, it's kind of slow, as I said, but the elements are great. The woman is having a lot of trouble at work keeping her job steady and everything because she keeps getting calls from her kid's school. He's misbehaving. He's causing problems. He even causes problems with the other members of the family. The woman's sister can't stand being around the kid because he's so terribly misbehaved. He doesn't listen. He screams. He constantly says there are monsters trying to get him and his mother. And as it goes on, what goes on with the Babadook is it slowly begins to drive the mother mad. It does things in the house, breaks things, and basically to get the kid in trouble and to cause a lot of problems. And as it begins to build, more violent things begin to happen. The kid begins to have seizures, so they think something's wrong with him. And throughout the entire movie, I'm kind of thinking that there really is no Babadook, that it's all in their heads. It's all due to their grief. And the kid is so obsessed with monsters that he has kind of basically caused the mother to almost have like a shared hallucination with her. That's just a theory, but I don't know how true it is. But like I said, just a little theory. Now, as time goes on, like I said, the Babadook becomes more and more violent. And then, you know, as it goes deeper into the movie, you begin to see bits and pieces of the Babadook. As the mother is going crazier, she can't sleep. She begins to see the Babadook in TV shows. She begins to hear the Babadook on the telephone. And the kid is freaking out, constantly sleeps with the mother. He sleeps so strangely, he chokes her in his sleep, all kinds of stuff. So she gets no rest. So she's just going insane, which is what keeps pushing me to believe that they might just be hallucinating the whole thing. The kid has made it up, and the mother is beginning to share in that hallucination, even though she doesn't believe it. And, you know, deep down, I think she does. I think she does actually believe that this monster is trying to cause turmoil in the home, to constantly kill them. And then, you know, because all this crazy stuff happens, she gets rid of the book. She burns it. She tries to go to the police saying that someone's stalking her. They don't want to help her because she's burned the book. Magically, the book turns up on the doorstep, put back together, all glued back and everything. You know, real fucking creepy old school building. And I really, really like that. I really enjoy it's an Australian film. The director, Jennifer Kent, was actually rumored to be directing the Wonder Woman movie, supposed to be come out in the next couple of years, but that apparently was just a very wild rumor. She was not going to direct it or stepped off of it immediately. It's very good. If you are an old school fan of horror, this is not your blood and guts, Rob Zombie or Eli Roth type horror movie. It's just old school, build up, and then release at the end. Now, of course, at the end of the movie, like I said, it is kind of a letdown because you don't get to see the Babadook a whole lot. It's low budget. So when they show it, it's little glimpses and glances, and then when you do finally see the Babadook, it's not the full monster. It's just pieces of it. And it's a terrifying sight, so it's great. It's almost like, you know, Jaws. Back when Jaws came out, Jaws, the shark wasn't shown in the movie fully until the last, like, 30 minutes of nearly a 2-hour movie. Very good way to build that suspense because nobody knows what's going to happen. My God, what is this thing? What is this creature? You know, what's it going to do to me? What's it going to do to my family? And that's what the whole movie is about, is how can this woman take care of her family and still keep her life together while dealing with this psychotic fucking kid who's having a lot of trouble while she's having tons of trouble 6 years later, almost 7, trying to get over the loss of her husband. So there's a lot of really good imagery into human emotion and that kind of stuff. It's very, very good in my opinion. I really think you should check it out. Down in the comments below, if you've seen it, share your favorite parts or whether or not you liked it. I'd really appreciate to hear your opinion on this. And if you haven't seen it, like I said, it is on Netflix and you can buy it on Blu-ray for probably 15 bucks somewhere. Really good movie. I recommend checking it out. Thank you guys for the support. It's been Azazel. Take it easy.